Who's the guy who can conquer death? That's Joe Hills. He plays for Nashville when he plays Minecraft. That's Joe Hills. Or is it? I don't know. Could be anybody. Hey guys, I am attempting a multi-stream. If you can hear me, go ahead and say howdy. Specifically say howdy so I know that you can actually hear me. Hey, welcome Stormageddon, welcome Gert the Walrus, welcome Dragon Scale. We are mixing it up on Mixer. We are twitching it out on twitch.tv, and we are YouTube streaming for iSpare everywhere on YouTube. Okay, it looks like Lethal, Stormageddon, Dowscraft, and Gert the Walrus have confirmed that we can indeed hear. So that's a good news for everybody. Next, we're gonna check in-game sounds. That door working? Go ahead and say I can hear the door. If you guys just type things like yes or no, then I won't know what you're talking about because of lag sometimes. So good to know. Welcome Darkstorm on Mixer, and Terry84, and Minnie, and Ethan, and Anime Guy, and Aholibama on YouTube. Okay. Great. A lot of you guys can hear the door. That's awesome. So, you guys might not realize this, but we had a little bit of technical issues a few months ago, so we stopped doing the multi-stream. And so I had basically my old computer died. So I got a new computer to hold me over until I can order. I'm going to get a really good desktop down the line, but I'm waiting for everybody to sort out their silicon problems with these mad, what do you call it? Meltdown Inspector. Basically, I got a really good used computer at a really good deal, so that's good enough to hold me over for now for streaming. And I also got a new day job that caused me I had to close my old studio, because my old studio was actually right downstairs from my old day job, which was the only thing that made it, like, cost-effective. So as soon as my new day job was not in that building anymore, and I couldn't just run downstairs on my lunch break and record and then run back up, it didn't make a lot of sense to stick around there. So I've got a new studio space that is further outside of town, which is more cost-effective, so I have to make less money on YouTube each month to break even, which is good because technically my expenses exceeded my income last year on YouTube, when you consider all the travel I did and $600 a month in rent for the studio. So yeah, that was no good. So much cheaper space. We should be able to break even here, so that'll be more economical. Although right now, my car is actually out of commission. I've got to take it to the garage tomorrow. I can't really talk about exactly what happened until the insurance companies argue for a little while, but anyway, so if it seems like I'm not going to be streaming as much, or I haven't been streaming as much, part of that was all the time it took to get everything moved to the new space, and part of that was that even once I got to the new space, the old space I could get to very conveniently because I worked there. The new space I'm saving a ton of money on, but it's not on any bus lines or convenient to get to, and my car hasn't worked for about a month. So yeah, once the car is fixed, it should be easier for me to come and stream out here and not be out $20 in rideshare costs, roughly. So it's like I'm saving all this money on rent, and I'm paying it right back to Lyft. Dang it. But once we get the car fixed, that'll be fine. Hey, welcome Luna Lily on RuneScape. Yeah, this is what I look like. And I got my Predator shirt on today because the Nashville Predators are playing. I'm not watching the game, though, because it's in Winnipeg. And so, you know, being somebody who cannot get to Manitoba easily, I'm just chilling here with you guys. We'll find out how the game goes. But yeah. So we got a lot of great comments. Thank you guys to anybody here who commented on the most recent YouTube video. Got a lot of great comments on ways we can improve things in that video. So I'm thinking we might go ahead and have this episode kind of devoted to making some of those improvements, or at least we'll start off with that. Now, one of the first improvements was a suggestion that I put open fence gates over things that I wanted to attach banners to. That is a ludicrously good suggestion. So, thank you, New Name 004. who writes, "You are very good looking." That's what the glasses are for. They help me see even better than I thought possible. Because, yeah, when you're a little kid and you're just like, my vision's getting progressively worse, but I don't understand the concept of myopia in a real way. You know, glasses, they help you look good. So, anyway, yep, I am actually reading the chat. And I'm going to try and read it out loud. So, like, if on Mixer, South Carolina Juris Doctorate writes, "I feel for you, Joe. Out here in Idaho, no car is just not doable." You know, see, that way you guys know, okay, I don't have to have all the chats open, because realistically, it's a pain. Nobody wants to do that. I don't expect you guys to do that. I kind of like having all the chats open for me, because it actually lets me have a bigger audience without the chat moving so fast. So each chat moves a third the speed that it would otherwise, which is really actually super convenient for me. So anyway, we were going to make fence gates. We were going to make banners. Going to make a bunch of green banners. So we've got 4 green banners. That's not enough. Uh-oh. I need to mute my watch. Sorry. That is not professional. Blomp, blomp. You know, let's just take that off. Don't need anything crimping my wrist. Okay. So, get a bit of sorting done. It makes you insane. I'm sorry. Stormageddon says, "I've failed my driving test twice. 3rd time lucky, am I right?" Hopefully, yes. 3rd time will indeed be lucky for you. So, good luck to you, but try to practice some. Just saying. That might help. So, 11 spruce, that's probably not enough. How many, can I make any other gates? Or, oh, it's because I'm out of sticks. I was going to say, what's the limit in reagent there? And it seems to be that. So, cool. So that's 14 sticks. So if we have like 8 beds, we're going to need at least 16 fence gates. Maybe I should consider, actually on the beds though, using slabs, right? Let's go ahead and grab 18 spruce wood slabs too. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take, we'll dump these. This is the conceptual part of the show. So the way I usually do my streams is I talk to you guys in the chat. I'm not going to raid Mumbo. Sorry, Dark Lord. Sorry, Anthony Durian. I'm going to talk to you guys in the chat while I figure out what I want to do for the episode. Then we turn the face cam off, and I actually record the episode. So you guys get to see the behind the scenes. Like, each episode usually takes about an hour to an hour and a half to record, and then I cut it down to like 15-20 minutes of the funniest stuff. Which my daughter is actually, as a 5-year-old, smart enough to understand. She's like, "Oh, you take out the boring parts. That's good. There's a lot of those." And I'm like, "Thank you. Thank you for understanding the concept of editing." Instead of just being like, "Daddy, come play with me. I'm sad." She's like, "Oh, yeah, you better take out all those boring parts. I'm going to go play by myself now." And I'm like, well, you could pretend you're at least a little disappointed. Come on. But, hey, welcome, Maya Between Worlds from New York City. I hope you are doing well. I was going to say, and your lovely fiance, but I keep forgetting you guys got married. At least assuming that you're the people that I think you are. If I'm just talking to some stranger that is not married to my cousin, then I apologize. But yeah. Let's go ahead and, oh, dang it. This is a live stream, Alpha Bravo Juliet. Okay, good. No, I'm just making sure, because sometimes I see names on here, and I'm like, "Oh, I know that person." And the person's like, "No, you don't know me. You don't know me, man." And I'm like, "Oh, I know a person with a very similar name." Or any other hermits on the server. Good times with Scar. Even in Scar. Or Eving. Evang. Oh no, Scar's sleeping. Well, that's okay. I was gonna go sleep too, but I don't have to. While we're in here, is there any extra green dye? No, but there is extra fireworks. So let's grab those fireworks, because we will want those later. Well, yep. Joe Hill's live stream. Dang it. Joe Hill's live streams. I usually stream only on Mixer, or I have been for the last few months. I'm trying to get back into multi-streaming, because I want you guys to be able to enjoy me no matter which service you prefer. You know, some people, they're like, "I'm angry at that Jeff Bezos for driving up commercial real estate prices in Seattle." And other people are like, I'm mad at that Jeff Bezos because of the factory conditions, or not factory, warehouse conditions for his workers. And so I want those people to be able to watch this on Mixer or YouTube as well. And then if people are like, well, I hate that Phil Schiller because Windows 10 is terrible. Is Phil Schiller still in charge of Microsoft, or is that Bob Iger now? I don't keep up. Let's also grab some ender pearls. We are likely to need ender pearls. So anyway, the way the stream is structured, for those of you who just came in, is that I run around and do all the stuff I need to do to set up the episode while I talk to the stream. So it's kind of a chatty behind-the-scenes type of thing. Welcome to Blockness Monster. I am glad that you are glad to see me again. Mumbo's base has a lot of green dye. Well, the thing is, I only need enough green dye to go dye the sheep that are over here. It's pretty effective. Yeah, see, some people are like, Mixer doesn't work well with my internet device, and other people are like, I prefer Mixer, but I watch whatever. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is, you know, I would rather just make things easy for you guys. It doesn't cost me anything. So, let's see. See, now we'll just grow some dye. Super simple. Dylan Smith writes, I love his accent. Thank you. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. So I've got my Nashville Predators shirt on, which I love this shirt. I saw this shirt in the store, and I was just like, is that shirt too silly? And then I thought, no, that shirt is not too silly. That shirt is exactly the shirt that I want to wear today. And actually not just today, because it was, you know, expensive enough. I don't buy shirts to wear them one time. I'm not like some rich, like, countess with a dress who can't wear the dress the second time because people would see it. That's like nuts. Okay. So let's see. Okay. Windows 10 is terrible, but a fact of life. A bit like taxes. Yeah, I've got a Windows 10 license. I'm not using it right now, but I just... It was too distracting. I didn't like it. James Saylor writes, Go Preds. Indeed, go Preds. Cactus Juice. Dylan Smith says the shirt is too silly. Yay. The Blockness Monster says, inspired by you, Joe, I'm going to make a survival series on your on my channel. Well, you know, I want to say, I hope I inspire you to make whatever you want to make. Like, I don't want a bunch of people to be inspired to make more Joe Hills stuff. You know what I mean? Like, if you're like, Joe Hills, I want to copy him. Like, no, follow your own dream. But if I inspired you to follow your own dream of making a survival series, then that I can get behind. That's good. Am I ready for the end of the season? Well, you know, as ready as I can be mentally. You know, it's a hard thing, you know. Because, like, every time I play on Hermitcraft, I'm like, I got so much done, and I love this, but I don't want to start over. But then I'm like, but every time we start over, we have so much fun. So it's just kind of one of those things, like, you know, I'm ready enough, you know, I'll be fine. Like, part of me is like, I built this whole castle, I want to play here forever. But, and that's the other thing, is I'm kind of like, should I try to do another big architectural fantasy project like this, like another map adaptation, or should I try it? Like, I almost want to do something crazy like the house from Clue. That'd be a weird one. Have I played Fortnite before? No, I very rarely have 2 weeks at a time to get anything done. No, wait, is a Fortnite 20 days? I don't have 20 days. Let's see. Bumbo has a massive mob farm. Rate it. I don't really need to. The season's not ending today, guys. Don't worry. No. We're getting to the point where we're starting to talk about the next season. You know, when the next update Aquatic comes out, you know, once it's stable and it looks like it's actually playable without, like, all of us having our server reset 800 times, you know, yeah, then we'll consider restarting. But, like, we're not starting again tomorrow. Don't worry. Yeah, the Clue House would be fun, but I kind of am like, well, I just did a whole D&D castle. Maybe I shouldn't just do another game. Like, well, the Mobile Lisa needs to get done. Okay, a fortnight is 14 days. Yeah, so you guys, I don't have 14 days. I got a child. I haven't even gotten to see Black Panther yet. I'm like, everybody's like, Joe, when are you going to go see Infinity War? And I'm like, I guess after May 8th, because that's when Black Panther's available for digital download and purchase on the freaking online stores. Like, guys, put out your movies on for, like, online rental or sale before the next one comes out. Like, the weekend I was supposed to go see Black Panther originally, my water heater blew up. It didn't actually explode. It just started spraying water everywhere and had to be replaced. And in the middle of the night, well, it was more like 4 in the morning. But basically, that really threw off my entire weekend's worth of plans to try and get that all done. So, anyway. What if the kid from Home Alone became Saw? That's plausible. But I think his name is actually Jigsaw. Let's see. House from Clue sounds interesting. Smaller project. Definitely a smaller project. That's one of the reasons I find it more appealing. I want to do something... I want to have a small but good project early on in the season. Just something... Because, like, in this season, I never really built a house. And that's kind of okay because I wanted the whole bay to be my home. But... yeah, it's, I want to have a strong idea for a house next season. Go see Black Panther right now. What are you doing here live streaming? Well, I owe it to you guys, and I owe rent on the studio space. So, but yeah, those of you guys who back me on Patreon, you back me on Patreon so that I don't just go out and see a movie on my free night. It's so that I come here and make stuff for you, and I appreciate that. Because, honestly, I like making stuff for you. And sometimes it's easier to be lazy when nobody expects anything from you. So, it's helpful to me to have that. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the movie. I just gotta, wait for it to go on sale. Because I don't believe, like, I'm at a point in my life where there's no sense in me pirating anything. Like, if I want something, then I think the people who made it should get paid for it, And... so I'm just, I'll wait until it comes out. But, okay. Isn't the yellow building a house? The death house is technically a house, but it's not like my server home. Like, I have a tiny bed in the mine that's technically where I sleep in the game. So, build a game in the gaming district. Maybe. Alrighty. Bye, Drake. Have a good night. Hey, welcome, Fritoy911. Leafel says, I'm remaking Fort Francis from Super Paper Mario on the Wii in Minecraft using Chisel and Bits mod. That's actually a really cool project. Toyoto says, I didn't know Hermitcraft was Bedrock. It's not. This is Java. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's more sheep. Evening from Newcastle, right, Scott Evans. Glad to have you tonight, Scott. And also, welcome, Zekent, or Seven Kent. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Let's see. Can I tap my head if I see you? Steve? See, it's live. More collab next season. Yeah, the problem with working during the day is that a lot of the other guys who record during the day are asleep well, the British people are asleep right now. So if I can record at 7 o'clock at night, Central Time, all the British people have been asleep for 2 hours. And most of the Americans have been recording literally all day. So Scar is right now actually doing something, but hey, welcome Falcon Maiden. Glad to have you. But yeah, I would really rather do more stuff with other hermits. It's just a scheduling thing. It's logistical. And that's part of being a grown-up is you gotta deal with logistics all the time, man. I hate logistics. Boo. Anyway, let me just get a little... I think we're going to start... 4 hours says, British person awake, but I get what you mean. Welcome, Spartan Griffin. Okay. So there are some British people here, but still, like, the British streamers, if they're playing all day, they're done, But, okay. So, let's go ahead and... Okay, so we've got enough to make a good number of these. 13, that feels like enough. Excuse me. So, I think what we're going to do is we are going to go... Well, happy early birthday, Mitch the Dragon, whose birthday is in 2 days. And welcome, Pernocatador. Glad to have you today. Okay. Illogistics might be better. Okay, good point. So we're going to hit that. We are going to turn off the face cam and we're going to start the recording. This is the behind... You saw the behind-the-scenes stream setup? This is how we actually do the game. Okay, here we go. How now, brown cow? Unique New York. An angry man. There is my story. The bitter rancor of Achilles. Okay, here we go. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Oh, I forgot to get rid of the overlay. Dang it. Boo overlay. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. We are back on the Hermitcraft server, and I say we, I don't just mean me, I mean me and you. All of you who left amazing comments on the last video gave me so many great ideas. One of them from Mr. or Mrs. or Dr. Chinois. Chinois? It's like Golf, Echo, Echo, November, Oscar, India, X-ray. That might be French. Anyway, Chinois suggested that I go get a piece of black leather armor and put it on the armor stand here so that the wood isn't showing. That is a genius idea. I love that. Chinois is a genius. And so from me to ya, I guess, thank you. So we're going to just run up here and grab a piece of leather armor. Now, you might say, Joe, why didn't you just have the leather armor ready? Why are you going through every room? Oh, yeah, well, because I got a bunch of other good suggestions, too. Like, there was an amazing suggestion that I should put fence gates above things that I wanted to hang these from. And then I realized, well, for these little beds here that are supposed to be kind of set up like canopied beds, it might make more sense to just use a half slab, right? But for the downstairs area, we can actually try it the fancy way. Dang it. See, the canopied beds looked a lot dumber with the big beds because they had the big fancy posts or whatever. But just something like this. Oh, you actually can't have these facing each other. So in some ways, some of these might have to be partially opened or something. But yeah, we'll... This makes the room a lot more ominous when you can't really see through it very well. Now, it's also pretty clear that actually having some of these partially open is going to mean that I have more left over to actually use because, oh no, I'm already out of those. Dang it. Well, you know what? Honestly, most people probably won't come this far into the room anyway. This is a room that's supposed to be full of canopied beds. And if you saw it from here, you would think, yeah, that's a room full of canopied beds. That's plausible. I'm just throwing a few more here. The other ones are, I don't know. They're fine. Okay, yeah, boom. Boom room. Canopied beds, zoom zoom. I like reading books to children from Dr. Seuss. Seuss, boom, zoom, boom. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, we're heading up here to this area to grab open-handed one of these pieces of armor. Boom. Now, oh yeah, where was I? Fence gates. Let me see who actually left that suggestion. So we're going to cut this out while I find who it is. Joan Carl's Q. So the fence gate and banner suggestion. Actually, let's pull that out of the way. So the fence gate and banner suggestion came from Joan Charles Q. Is that no? I'm pronouncing that wrong. Dang it. Retry. So thank you to commenter Joan Carls Q, who wrote, hey, why don't you put fence gates in here, but like open, and then, wait, can you not put fence gates? Maybe this is not a good idea. Good try anyway, Joan Carls Q. Well, wait, no, this one is working. I have a lot of questions about the overall efficiency of this plan, but you know what, actually, if that just, oh, boom, that is perfect. Yeah, that's actually a really good suggestion. That works exactly the way it should. So we can come over here and knock out this one as well. Put a fence gate here and a fence gate above it. Well, dang it, that one's sideways. The thing about Minecraft is that you're going to be wrong about things like 90% of the time. But that rhymes with mine. So it's like you're wrong 90% of the time. And everybody likes minding. So, you know, it works out. Okay, cool. So we now have a much better banner situation where we don't have that post at the bottom there. And we can use that same thing on the red banner down in the basement as well. But yeah, where was I? Oh, yeah, that's right. Taking this dyed leather tunic back down to the downstairs. Oh, but this room is ugly. We had a lot of really good suggestions about what to do with this room. But our inventory is full. So first we're going to throw a bunch of eggs at the ceiling. You know, just like our forefathers and ancestors did. Now, if I actually tried to, like, take all the armor off of this stand, do I even have room to? I think that I might. No, I need open hands. Open hands. Boom. Okay, bad news. Don't have sufficient, like, space to do that. But there's a handy-dandy chest over here that I can throw a bunch of these random garbage blocks in. Boom, why do I have birchwood planks or signs or cobblestones or andesites or polished andesites? 90% of this is just nonsense. So go away, nonsense. We are adults living in an enlightened age. And from that enlightened age, we will, I don't know, pick up armor and stuff because we can. So basically what I was told by many, many commenters, but in particular, I think that Kindness Gulch was one of them, and others were Joseph Tiseo, who said, hey, why don't you just put the armor stand on top of the torch and it'll fall into it? Well, that 90% worked. I think we might have to remove the banner here. So we're going to place the banner after the armor stand. Oh, boom. Okay, now that should conceal our torch, like once we get the armor on here. Boom. And it's its own light source. So then we can take our Silk Touch pickaxe and not our other pickaxe. And then remember the part where I said, hey guys, why do we even need all these stone bricks? Well, we actually need the stone bricks for fixing that part of the wall. That was the part that we forgot about. We didn't always, sometimes you plan ahead and sometimes, no wait, that doesn't work. Dang it, we also don't have any actual appropriate blocks to put here. Let's try just putting the polished andesite there. Does that actually, maybe that polished andesite would actually look cool with the banner once we put the banners in? So we put the gray banner back here above it. So that gives it a little bit more pop, but it's not crazy like this is. So we'll just go ahead and pop that out. Kind of do the same over here. And I guess the simplest thing to do is just, can I just destroy this entire armor stand at once? Hey, we did it. Boom. That's cost effective and efficient. So we'll just place that there. Feet and shoulders. Pants and face. Pants and face. Okay, great. So then this is this simple. Hey, there we go. 2 of these. Hey, I just met you too. This is crazy. This is so efficient. I feel so lazy. Hey, all the armor stands. Getting thrashed now. In production. This could be a cash cow. Boom. Okay, great. We are just coming out way ahead on this. So I'm going to go ahead and continue with these, and we will be on our way shortly. Time skip. Okay, so stop recording. face cam back on. Time skip, everybody. That means the chat gets to talk now. Welcome, Lethal, to talking about my adventures. If I think they won't go in the room. Welcome, Scott Evans, every year, talking about crazy maths. Welcome. Hey, Joan Carl's Q is here. Hey, Joan Carl's Q. You did contribute something. Sorry, I can't read the chat when I'm trying to actually do the recording part. So I gotta take a break from the recording to do that. But yeah, I actually mentioned you by name when I was reading the comment earlier, and I mispronounced it like 15 times. So yeah, if I still mispronounced it, I'm probably not gonna go back and fix it, but you know, you can let me know for future updates. So hey, welcome, thank you for the follow, JPC Gamer on Mixer. This is a great day. Indeed. Okay. So, we are just going to kind of come through here. So this is the difference between the stream and the YouTube video, is that there's no time skip. It's just this. This is all you guys get to watch me actually do all the stuff. Okay, I'm actually pretty happy. Is my lighting turned way up? Oh, because I was in the, I was in the nether or something in the other episode. Hey, welcome, Ethan. Glad to have you. Do I record regularly? Not in the traditional sense of regularly. My wife is in grad school, and she's got a pretty crazy schedule. And so my recording is kind of planned around her schedule. So basically, I never know what she's doing very far in advance, and she never knows what she's doing very far in advance. So I frequently find out, like, hey, can you record tonight instead of tomorrow? And it's like, well, yes, I can. I don't have anything planned, but I'll make something up as I go. So, Neftali San Roman Romero says, do you have any suggestions for a new YouTuber / Minecrafter? Yes. You are not going to make enough money right away to let anybody else tell you what to do. Like, if somebody said, hey, Neftali, here is like $80,000. Make videos about this game you don't like. Or in this format you don't like. You'd go, well, $80,000 is a lot of money. I guess I should do that. I guess I should use whatever everybody else tells me to, because it's $80,000. But, like, if you're getting $1.35 in YouTube revenue or something, like, or Twitch tips, you're making $10 a month, play the game you want to play it the way you want to play it, and let yourself grow and make things that you enjoy. If you are not in the habit of making things you enjoy, you will soon get tired of making things. And so, like, if it's like, oh, well, this is what all the rich people are doing. They're making so much money on YouTube or Twitch or whatever. Well, it's too late. Whatever they're doing, they got started on it way before you, and the boat's already sailed. Like, you gotta do you. ABJ says, when Lord Ravenloft puts things away for the season, where does he put it? Is there a coffin joke? I don't know. Joan Carl's Q says, the J in my name is pronounced like the S in Vision. Something like Joanne. Like, Joanne. Joanne. I don't think I'm gonna get it. Joanne. Is that close? If it's not close, I apologize. Joanne Carl's Q. Okay. Or is it Juan? I'm not gonna get it. I'm sorry. I'm trying, but it's one of those. It requires more attention than I have. Like, I can talk to the chat and I can play, but when I'm talking, that requires me to already know what I'm saying. Like, if you guys said, like, Joe, can you broadcast in Spanish today? I'd be like, hola, mi amigos, bienvenidos a mi video streamer. Soy Jose Benedicto Hills y mi videojuegos está muy interesante. That's a like I can't. That's a really hard for me to do. Greetings, Kian Rupert. Glad to have you guys. And Monica Evangelista. Greetings from Brazil, she writes. Well, greetings to Brazil. Average Jeff writes, I like Spanish Joe more than English Joe. No sé muchas palabras. So, or wait, how do you say so in Spanish? Is it alguien? Or is that because? And I don't know. Either way, because I don't know many words, I am unlikely to be as humoroso. So there's that. Yeah, you guys are enjoying the time skip. This is what the time skip is. Well, every time you guys see a time skip in the stream, and you're like, or not in the stream, in the YouTube, you're like, I wonder what he's doing during that. It's this. I'm talking to you guys in different languages. Luna Lilio RuneScape says, Joe speaks adorable Spanish OMG. Why, thank you. Yeah, the trick is, if you don't speak very good Spanish, just claim you're speaking Portuguese and hope that people won't notice long enough for you to get away. But, no, I'm just kidding. That's probably actually a really bad idea. I do not speak Filipino at all. Although, I thought they just spoke Spanish in the Philippines. Maybe that... I'm sorry if that's untrue. Joan Carlos Q says, my name is Catalan, if you wonder. Or Catalan. There's another word I can't pronounce. I'm sorry, Joan. I'm doing very poorly today with my pronunciation. Welcome, Desi's TM. He says, what's up, Buttercup? Wow, being able to see your face during the stream. Well, I gotta show off my awesome Nashville Predators jersey with my hockey puck with the TriStar on it and my catfish. This is my favorite shirt. And I only get to wear it when we're playing hockey or when I clean it. And you know how often I remember to clean it is when I know we have a game coming up. So, yeah, that's a good process. It's effective. Yeah, it is. Hey, welcome, Viddy Bravo. Desi says, used to you hide behind your pop screen. Well, this is the different computer, and it's got a built-in webcam because it's an iMac. Oh, they speak Filipino. Okay, well, I apologize. Yahweh Wen says, speak Japanese. Konbanwa. Watashi wa Hills desu. Watashi wa salaryman. My Japanese is really... Sumimasen ga Nihongo de hanashimasen ka? Eigo de hanashimashou ka? That's about all the that's about all the Japanese I can do. So let's see. Loremaster Noja says, Joe, I use your isms like that's a victory in real life, and it cracks people up. Oh, they speak English, Spanish, and Tagalog. Okay, that's probably Tagalog is what they speak, or is what that's called. That's right. Okay, welcome, Kedon. Yeah. Nihongo de hanashimashou ka? Yeah, I'm not. If you wanted to see me speak real Japanese. Let me... I don't even know where my books are. I actually took a few semesters of Japanese in college and one semester of Chinese because I thought I was going to end up working in manufacturing all my life, and those are very helpful languages to learn. But I graduated from college like 10 years ago, and I have never used it since, except to apologize to one Japanese old man in a golf pro shop when I bumped into him when I was working at a laser rangefinder company. And I did listen to a conversation in Japanese at a grocery store once that I was able to understand perfectly, because the entire conversation was just like, "Hello, how are you today? I am very well. Do you have this fish? No, but we do have this fish. Oh, I would like some of that. Yes, here you go. Thank you. Thank you. That will be 15 blah blah blah." Like, it was like it was something out of the textbook. It was textbook Japanese. And it was funny because the woman who was talking to the shop owner was Japanese, but her daughter was clearly American and didn't speak Japanese. And she's like pulling at the mom's arm and going, "Speak English, I don't understand you." And I'm just like, wow, I did. I feel pretty good about that. That's about it. That's how far as I can go. Yeah, let's see. Can I teach you derivatives? Luna Lily on RuneScape says, how old is Joe? Old enough to have graduated in college in 2008. Talk Russian. Niet. I know so little Russian. I did have to learn their alphabet for a mapping project I did, helping a professor with a book. But I was just like transliterating things and not really speaking it. Have I watched Infinity War? No, I have not. That costs money and takes time, and I'm hanging out here with you guys. So, maybe I can actually get rid of these 2 torches now. How dark is this? Let's hit F3. 12, 11, 0, 0. Oh, these are slabs. So, yeah, we don't even need that then. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and punch these 2. Oh, this is perfect. Speak British. Oh, hello. Joe Hills here, and welcome to It's a Wonderful Life, the name of a British show that has the same name as a movie starring America's favorite actor, George Carlin. That's not really a good British accent. I can't do a good British accent. Yes, I am 31. Good job, Luna Lily. Smart. I mean, I have a 5-year-old daughter, so I'm clearly not 10. I mean, I'm just saying, guys. Keon Rupert says, how long have you been streaming, Joe? 42 minutes. We are... Hey, Matthew Morgan. Howdy. Can somebody tell Matthew Morgan that he needs to skip to live? He's probably watching the beginning of the stream. Because, just do a false accent. That's so posh, though. It's hard to do. Okay. How would false symmetry even, like, I gotta... But what I need to do is I need to have a word or a phrase that helps me switch contexts. Like, what's something... Notch95 says, hey, we're the same age. We are the same age. Let's see. False would say something like, hi guys, false symmetry here. How are you today? I can't really do this voice. This is sounding increasingly preposterous. Oh my goodness. This is not even it. I'm getting higher up, and really false symmetry's way down here. No, not that low. And more British. Anyway, yeah. Azrone Zarone writes, what's your favorite part of the castle so far? You know, this room, actually, I've been working on it today. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm not going to say it's my favorite part of the castle, but it's my favorite part right now. Also, these chickens need to grow up. So I can... Kitten says, what a beautiful voice. Ethan says, stop while you have your dignity. Yep. Loon Lily says, you don't look 31. I never would have guessed. Well, thank you. Oh. Okay. So yeah, having that transliterated Jean Carl's is actually a lot more helpful. Okay. Yeah, because that would be Jean more. Joe Symmetry. I lost my dignity a long time ago. What do I stream with? A computer. Do. And a chair. Everybody's like, guys, check out my sponsored chair. And I'm just like, hey guys, I went to the store and I sat on chairs and bounced around until I found one that didn't make a bunch of noise. And it was like $15, and it's worked for years. That's all you need. Everybody's like, you gotta have the best headset, you gotta have the best chair. Whoa, look at me, I got this sponsorship. Like, man, you guys, everybody's like trying to make gaming seem like it's really like this big deal. But no, it's something we do because we want to, you know? And I am glad you like my cool shirt, though. But, like, yeah. So, I don't... Somebody said something about my chair. I don't know who. Am I going to read a poem? Not today, because I don't have any ready. Normally, I only do 3 a month, and I pick them in advance, and I've got a lot of stuff I've written over the years, and I kind of review it and tweak it and come back to it. So, yeah. Leafle says that her dad had a nice office chair until the cat claimed it. Well, that's the worst. Hey, so Puffball, we are behind the scenes on Joe Hills Says' YouTube thing. I am actually about to record the next YouTube segment, so we're going to hit face cam off. We're going to hit start recording. I'm going to come back here. We're going to turn that down. Well, what do you think of that, baby chicken? You're too small to harvest for your meat and feathers just yet, so you know what? You get to enjoy this with me. I think that this turned out pretty well. That was an amazing suggestion. Thank you to everybody in the comments who suggested I put the torches inside the armor stands. I had no idea that was even possible. And you know what? You made it possible. Actually, arguably, the Minecraft developers made it possible, but you made it dreamable, you know? Like, I would have never dreamed of putting a torch inside of this armor stand. And now, like, it's got, like, a smoky neck. So that's cool. I didn't even know that could happen. Yeah, awesome. So, what are we going to do next? Oh, yeah, that's right. We have this leather-dyed tunic we were going to take down to the chapel and put on that weird squid dude who's all slumped over the altar. This, I gotta say, is such a great suggestion. I can't believe I didn't think of it. Other than, oh, I was going to say, oh no, the chunk is broken. It's just this void. We're actually on the wrong floor. I always forget that the Vampire King likes to sit up here and look down at God during the church services. But you know what? Actually, while we're up here, because we're already very distracted about absolutely everything else, what if we did something with these torches along here? Like, you know, even if we just got them up on the walls, would that be good enough to keep this from, like, being spawnable? I mean, I think so. We just put 1, if it kind of goes 2, and then 3. Oh, this one's going to be a little bit weirder because of this door here. So, it might make sense to have the torches along the lip to some degree. So, let's say that we came out to 2 spaces from here, and 2 spaces from here, right? And we had maybe 1 here and 1 here. That kind of seems like it would be sufficient to keep the stuff from spawning around that center area. Let's go ahead and just double check that with the actual thing here. Yeah, light 9, 8. Yeah, it doesn't drop to 7, so that is a quality decision. We can just get rid of these then. Maybe we do want to have 1 more, like 1, 2, 3, 4. That aligns neatly with that door. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how we light a door. 5, 6, 7, 8. Put the torches, over a gate? Dang it. Okay. Well, you can't win them all, guys. Short version, this looks better than it did, and that is a good thing. So, we are going to just jump on down here to our altar now. Boom. I'm going to take out our leather tunic. Oh, that is so much better. It doesn't really look entirely slumped because it's kind of partially standing. But, I mean, for what it is, this is pretty good. This is a good slumped figure. Now, if we had an actual, like, skeleton head, that would arguably be a little better. But you know what? Everything could always arguably be a little better. You know? This is a good start. This is a nice way to handle this. And honestly, having those torches up there actually makes these shadows a little bit more interesting. They've got kind of this bat type of look, you know? Looks kind of like the Wonder Woman symbol meets the bat symbol. Which I don't know how they met because I never watched the Justice League. But I'm just going to assume that that's something that happened at some point. So, you know, that's valid. So, let's see. What other things can we improve? Oh, you know what? Actually, while we are putting torches inside of armor stands, why don't we go ahead and take care of these armor stands as well? Time skip. Okay. So we're just going to kind of do the same thing here. So I'm going to turn the face cam back off. Stop recording. Or turn the face cam back on. Now we are back. Those of you guys who joined during the recording segment, the way this works is while I am recording, I don't really talk to the chat. I'm just focused on the YouTube experience. But while I'm setting stuff up for the next part of the episode, I'm talking to you guys. So thank you to FallJet for the follow on Mixer. And hello to Spacier Harbor 50. A place like this could have more elaborate lighting. That's true. People are saying item frames. They slow the server down a lot, and it's kind of a kindness to others to not use more than I need to. People are asking me to speak French. I do not speak French. I don't know any French. I know, like, Frère Jacques, dormez-vous, dormez-vous, shemalematine, ding-dang-dong. That's all the French I know. Yeah, the time skip is that now it's me hanging out with you guys. There's an actual Wonder Woman bat logo that the District of Columbia produced last year. Oh, that's cool. I wish the federal government would stay out of stuff like that, though. It's really not their business. Okay, so Tabby Lynn says, I love the time skip. Yeah, that's the thing. The time skip when you're actually watching the stream is the stream. It's, hey, welcome to the stream. Enjoy more of the stream. We don't actually skip anything. Okay, so this is coming together. Okay. Poking Duck says, just so you know, Joe, the torches making the bat are not even. Really? Okay, let's go fix that. We can fix that real quick. Zevins Jaegernaut says, I've been trying to learn French, but my inner logic prevents me from doing it well. Sorry to hear that. Okay. Alrighty. Good night, Jean-Carl Skew. I'm glad that you were able to be here for your comment being noted. And have a wonderful evening. Yep, this episode... Whoa, probably... Dang it. Teleported through the wall. This episode won't be out tomorrow. I'm just warning you guys. Because usually on the nights I record, I don't have a lot of time to actually edit anymore. Because of the change in schedules. So, what is this? This is just a hole. Why is this even here? Okay, I need to get the map out. Where's my map? I know I brought this. Did I not bring the book? Okay, I could have sworn that I had my Curse of Strahd book out when I got here. Did I put it down somewhere? Okay, well, I don't know what's supposed to go here. Okay. So Puffball writes banners. I probably should go get more banners. That's actually a good point. And I should also get some of these torches off the floor. These are just everywhere. You know, I don't know. Is this going to be too dark right here? 8. Okay, good enough. Minnie Minchino says, I like being able to see the behind-the-scenes stuff. I think it's pretty cool. Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. It's not for everybody, you know? Like, that's one of the reasons I have the YouTube show, because the YouTube show has a lot more energy to it. Because, like, a lot of the stream is more just chill. Like, it's me wandering around going, I think I'm supposed to do something with this, or I should do something with that. But then once I figure out what I'm actually doing, that's when I hit the recording button, you know? And that's when things pick up. Radapaw says, good evening, Joe. I gotta say, your last few Hermitcraft episodes have been super fantastic. Well, thank you, Radapaw. I try. Boom, did you guys see that awesome Ender Pearl? Just want to say that was like pro level. MLP, Major League Pearlin. Put the slump figure on a half slab and put the block over it so it's not jutting out. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Tab160 says, I'm currently in a D&D group and love that this thing is based off a D&D map. Well, you know, I wanted to learn more about map making from the absolute best, and you don't get better than Tracy and Laura Hickman. I mean, there's a lot of... No, that's probably unfair. There's a lot of really good people at making D&D maps, but this is just... It's not considered the best because it's bad. It is ludicrously helpful for me to learn. Alright, have fun at school. Captain Luke says, the soothing tongue is a tree of life, according to Proverbs 15:4. Thank you, Joe Hills, for being a tree of life. I try. Well, I need to get the camera. Like, I like having the camera be very square. I can't even, like, it's like, no. Where are the camera walls? I like having the camera be small normally, like when I'm just playing the game. But then when I want to gesture, it's like, whoa, hey guys, what's up? I'm like, my arms are way out here. It's not okay. It really frustrates me. Anyway, hey, I just made some doors. They're passable. And let's see what else we got to do for our castle. Are there any other comments in here that I've been overlooking? Map thing doesn't work anymore. It just becomes a big item frame. We don't want to do that anyway. Okay, I think... Okay, I think we covered everything. Oh well. Okay, cool. So, be one with the tree. Coit Anderson says, I haven't played this particular map in D&D, so I'm new to that. I have the 5th edition books. The thing is, this map is designed to have randomly placed elements in it. You randomize it every time you play, like where certain items are that you need to kill the vampire. So even if you know this map, part of the genius of it is that you can play it again and again and have it be a different experience every time. Darkstraw Gaming Vlog says, Joe Hills, I have a question. What is your question? You can just go ahead and post it. Harud Ibro says, I've never played D&D. That's okay. Most people haven't. Just, you know, find some friends and get a game together. And, you know, some people think it's really intimidating, but you don't have to get everything right. You just mess with it. Lethal says, could you put painter's tape on the walls behind you so you know the camera's boundaries? Lethal, I can't see the walls behind me. Where are they? I can't find them with my eyes. How would I... That does not make sense. What I really need is I need an actual physical box that I smack into when I'm trying... Like, I don't need painter's tape behind me. I need, like, just a clear plexiglass, like, acrylic sheet of plastic that if I try to move past it, just bumps. Also, welcome, Junior. Glad to have you. Austin says, who Team Fortress plays Minecraft? Well, I played a lot of Team Fortress before jumping into Minecraft, but yeah. Let's see. Joe, can you do tab? I don't actually have that assigned to my tab key, but I know what you mean. Scar's on right now. Joe, what about Ethan's comment? He suggests a way to make the slump figure more slump. Put a half slag under it, then a block over it. No, because I want to have... Oh, I want to have the altar... be made out of the material that it is. Oh, thank you for the host on Mixer, Junior. Thank you. Well, we got a lot of comments over here on Twitch as well. Just so you know, oh yeah, the torches making the tower aren't even. We got distracted and didn't fix that. So let's go do that now. Let's see. Twilla Rogue Gooey says, came to your channel for Minecraft, stayed for the good series of humor and use of English. Big fan since Hermitcraft Season 4. Keep up the good work. Greetings from Brazil. Well, thank you. Greetings to Brazil. I appreciate you showing up and enjoying my stuff. Because, like, you know, I just make this, and I hope folks like it. And when they do, that's always nice, you know? That's, it makes me happy. So thank you for the kind words, you know? You don't have to do anything for me to make this stuff. I mean, I'm going to make it because it makes me happy. But if you can be a kind person and say something nice, I always appreciate it. Or, like, especially the folks who, like, give on Patreon and stuff. Obviously, I appreciate that, too. Because that makes it a lot more justifiable to spend money on all this stuff. Because, you know, computers cost money, and traveling to conventions costs money, and you guys are just awesome. So thank you guys for everything. So let's see. So Darkstorm Gaming has their question. I'm working on a video about people that inspired me to follow my dream, and was wondering if I could say your name as one of the many people. You can, but nobody will know who I am. So you might need to explain that, but that's okay. Put a purple block on the right side of the balcony roof. It is missing. So the weird thing is this roof isn't actually perfectly symmetrical. It's frustrating, but yeah, it doesn't work. Junior and Brush say, can I join your party and game? No, this is an invite-only server, and I do not control the invites. So that is how that works. I could put glowstone under the carpets to not have torches out there. I thought I had. There is glowstone under these carpets. And I'm going to grab that extra torch. Okay, cool. You know what? I might also... This is another one where I put the torch behind here. This one doesn't have a torch behind there because of the way the wall is. So we're actually going to fix that real quick, too. Just going to fix all the things. Why not? Okay. You know, there's another one of these. No, there's no chandelier in the chapel in the game. And it would block the view. Do I use Optifine? I think so. How is this not dark enough to trigger stuff spawning? Is it really okay? Maybe it is. What do you know? I was going to say, I think that I'm going to do the same thing over here that I did in all the other ones. A lot of torches going in today. Okay, so we'll toss that there. So now that casts a little bit more light. It's a little nicer. What program do you use for streaming and recording? I use OBS because it works on all 3 operating systems that I use. Steal sea lanterns from Mumbo and put that under the carpets. Maybe. Howdy, Frosty Flytrap. Glad to have you today. Okay, so... Still talking complication unnecessary about this old school gameplay. I'm not sure exactly what that means. Let's see. So... When we ended, or when we started the time skip there, we were putting stuff in the armor stands. I think what I want to do real quick, I can't read Mumbo because Mumbo's not online right now. Montuo says, I'm done with the kitchen at last. Timer went off as soon as I saw the stream notification. And the stream hasn't ended yet. Yay, Montuos. Welcome back from dinner, or lunch, or breakfast, depending on your time zone. Kendon says, I find your voice very relaxing, Joe. Thank you for calming me down on hard days. I am glad to. That is a good service to provide, and I am glad to provide it. Darkstorm Gaming says, nice build. Yep, I'm pretty proud of that castle. Let's show it off again. Dang it, there it is back there. Looking good. Looking good, Castle Ravenloft. You just keep being you. I don't think anyone else has a Guardian farm. I don't need a Guardian farm at the moment. I should get glowstone from the nether. I also don't really need glowstone. I can use pumpkins and torches for almost anything. Ethan says his voice is Bob Ross meets Morgan Freeman. No one said that before. That's nice. Let's see. So 25, that's only 3... No, that's 4 more, I should probably go get some more cacti. Didn't I plant a bunch of cacti somewhere, and then I planned to... I feel like I had a plan at some point where I grabbed a bunch of cacti, and then I planted them somewhere along the shoreline. So why don't we go on a quick tour? I think the cacti were over here. Juliana Hopkins writes, build a home. Probably not right now. Thank you, though. Let's see. Cub has a guardian farm. I definitely did plant cactus. Okay, so where did I plant it? Did I plant it back here or something? I planted it near a mountain. Why would I plant it near a mountain? Hey, Purple Squad. Hey, Purple Crafted. Thank you for the raid on Mixer. Welcome, Bengineer. Welcome, Purple Crafted again. Thank you guys for swinging by. My name is Joe Hills. I'm live streaming from Nashville, Tennessee. Currently, I'm swinging around Red Sky Bay, my base on the Hermitcraft server. Here's a pig that I put in a boat. Why is the pig in a boat? I don't know. Maybe to attract tourists, like these fellas. It's effective. Purple Crafted says, how are you, Joe? I am doing well, although I can't remember where I planted all my cacti. I feel like I had cacti at some point, and then something happened, and it's a mystery. So I think we're going to go to our greenhouse here and see if we left any cacti inside any of the not torches. What do you call those boxes you haven't burned yet? Chests. Okay. No, I might just be out of cacti. Dang it. Well, that wasn't a very good plan. With all due respect, Joe, you think you do a lot of things you never did, says Leafle. Thank you, Leafle. My ability to actually process the state of things is very troublesome. Like, I actually had to, I was at the grocery store the other day, and I had to call my wife and be like, hey, did I buy bread 2 days ago and leave it on top of the fridge? Because if I did, I don't want to come home with a whole new loaf of bread. But if I didn't, we need a loaf of bread. And I cannot remember. Like, I remember planning to buy bread. And I remember not eating any. So it's either a completely untouched full loaf of bread, or it's not in our house. So, help. And she's just like, you didn't buy any bread. Buy bread. And I'm like, okay, thank you, bye, I love you. And, yeah, so I do have a lot of interactions like that. So, Lethal, you're probably right. Do I plan on having more kids? You know, well, my wife is in grad school right now, so yeah, we'll see what happens later. We are not in any rush. We are very happy with the daughter we have. Cara Sophia, welcome from Seattle. The gateway to the west is actually not what they call Seattle. That's what they call Winnipeg. And I only know that because I Googled Winnipeg earlier. Because my wife asked if traffic was going to be nuts because of the game. And I wanted to say no because the game is in Winnipeg. But then I was like, no, I should find out what the nickname of Winnipeg is. And say no because the game is in, and then I Googled it, the gateway to the west. That's Manitoba for you guys. Let's see, what is the best way to get back to where I actually need to go? Cara Sophia writes, Seattle is the gateway to the Pacific. Well, that explains Pike Place. So, okay. Okay, fine, you guys won me over. We're going to go Mumbo's farm. We're going to go to Mumbo's cactus farm and steal Mumbo's cactus because this is, yeah, it's going to take way too long. Ah, Monica Evangelista says, where did the name Red Sky Bay come from? Well, you remember last season, I made that sign that said Sea Cow Bay. And I said to my wife, when I was planning the season, I was like, Marion, I want to do Season 5 of Hermitcraft around a bay. and I want to have a big sign that says, instead of Sea Cow Bay, something something Bay, and it would be 2 3-letter words. And we were visiting my grandparent-in-laws, my wife's grandparents, in Michigan at the time. We took Corrinne there for Easter. Yeah, because maybe the season had technically launched, but I hadn't named the bay yet. And I'm trying to remember. But yeah, we took Corrinne up there to Michigan, and I was just like, I need 2 3-letter words that could go before bay. And, you know, we basically just tossed out ideas while we played billiards in their basement. And one of them that I came up with was Red Sky Bay. And I was just like, well, I like that because it's like that old sailors thing. Red sky at night, sailors delight. Red sky in morning, sailors take warning. And it's like, we're going to be ambiguous about what time of day it is. The sky is red. You make your own decisions. Boom. Is that a thing? Is that dabbing where you go like that? I'm not a young person anymore, so. Jay Watt says, Joe, do you ever go to the CMA Music Festival? That is so expensive. That's for people who are like industry people. That is not like a Joe Hills thing. That's like money and talent. That's not where I go. Okay. Yeah. Mike L. Bay. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what some of the ones we came up with were. I feel like I had, I don't know. I had some ideas. I'm blanking on them now because it was so long ago. It was like over a year ago. But okay, so one of these guys is a cactus farm, you said? Sorry, Big Zombie Boss. This is an invite-only server, and I do not control the invites. I think Lol What Bay was one of the possible ones that we considered. Or Why Now Bay. I don't know. It was just a bunch of weird stuff. And none of them were anywhere near as good as Red Sky Bay. Like, Red Sky Bay was so clearly the winner. He has it downstairs in his storage. Okay. Okay, so Ender Pearls to the rescue. Uh-oh, I hear Zombo from a Mumbo. Item buffer, item input. I hate coming to Mumbo's base because I never know where he stores anything. I think it's color-coded. I think green is around the corner. Cacti Farm is under the center of his base. Okay. See, this is the big problem with coming to Mumbo's base, is I can spend an hour just looking through here for stuff. Here's 22 cacti and 30 green wool. So I'm kind of tempted, like, just take that and run. It's like, is this really what I'm... If he has, like, a whole cactus farm, will he miss 40 cacti? I don't think so. Okay, go to my left. To my left, to my left, to my left, to my left. Keep on fishing down Bumbo Town and Jumbo Mow. It can be accessed via the storage room. Is this the storage room? I don't know. Hermit Bay. I think we did discuss that. Other storage. I mean, I could just take... This 40 cacti is really enough. Howdy, Juliana Hopkins. Glad to have you. Okay, let's eat something before we starve, too. Oh, he needs at least one item in each slot. Okay, well then I'll go put back the 2 cacti I took so that it doesn't break his sorting system. Don't worry, guys. Okay, so I think I took it out of this one. Yeah, there's actually a few slots here. See, we didn't break his sorting system. And in the meantime, let's check these other chests just in case. These have other gaps in them. I'm not sure that this is a real problem. Wooden button in stone section. It's a secret entrance. Yeah, well, the thing is, I've already got what I needed. I got 37 cacti. That's really fine. Okay, I always forget which one of these is the button to bring this up. Nope. Is this the one? No. Dang it, Mumbo. Just have, like, a thing that works. Okay, so... Good enough. Look at me, I'm Joe Hills. I do things my way. Also, I don't know where I'm going. Oh, yeah, I do. My way! There's our castle at night. It's a little hard to see, but I like it. Some of these torches are a little weird. Okay. Of the Goat says, I like your newfound Canadian-based facts. I'm glad. T3X says, hi, Joe, your castle looks great. Thank you. It does look cool. Thank you, Karasifia. Okay, wait, what was I going to do? I was going to... Should I just cook these, or should I plant... Where did they go? Oh, they're there. 37 is enough to dye, like, every sheep we have over there. So let's just cook the ones we got here real quick. I'm so worried about stuff spoiling. I'm still closing these doors behind me. Mystical Bullion says, bruh, I haven't watched you in a while. I remember watching you back in, like, 2012. You did Minecraft based off that one novel. You are thinking of Gift by Andy Buchanan. She actually has a new novel out. Well, it's actually more of a memoir about her dealing with a cerebrospinal fluid leak. I'm only about a third of the way through because it just came out at the beginning of the month, and it is a really emotional read. But yeah, if you guys are looking for an interesting book about sudden onset medical problems and dealing with the troubles of diagnosing them and recovery, it's a good read. I don't know, maybe, like, I'm really... It's hard for me to judge in a way that's impersonal because, like, I've known Andy for a few years, and, like, she actually was nice enough to invite us into her home when we visited Philadelphia. So, like, when she's talking about, like, in the book, like, lying on the floor in the kitchen because the pressure was so bad and it is so painful, it's like, I've been in that kitchen. I've walked on that floor where she was in pain in this book. It's really, so it's not a fast read for me because it's so emotional, but maybe for people, I think it would still be a good book even if you didn't know her, but it might be something that's easier to breeze through. Whereas for me, it's like I can read a chapter and then I'm just like, I'm emotionally exhausted. So yeah. Anyway, so yes, other comments in here. Of the Goat says, you've done a ton of work this season, and it really has come together well. Thank you. Timmy Dude says, did you die? Rumors of my death have been highly exaggerated. And I don't know what follow age means. But, Lava Bucket is overkill for 37 items. Well, I don't know, man. I'll take something else and put it in there that needs to be cooked. Oh, to save a couple of cacti to plant. That's an actual really good idea. Thank you, Lilion on RuneScape. Or Luna Lily on RuneScape. That is a good idea. Really, even with these 11 cacti turned into, well, we're actually so far ahead of where we were. Bad pun bay. I think pun was one of the, letters we considered. Wait, do I have like a whole bunch of, oh, there's at least one green banner. I was gonna say, if I have a whole bunch of green wool in here, I'm gonna be so mad. It's like, oh, there's all the green wool. I forgot. Oh, no, this is lime terracotta. Thank you, terrifying noises. You keep me sharp. Bad Pun Bay would be accurate. I think I had something like New Day Bay. And I was like, I don't know if I like day and bay together. But New Day Bay. It's a new day on Hermitcraft. You know? Okay, so, yeah, we're going to go plant some of these over here. Where they can grow. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Okay. And then we're going to go sleep real quick. Why do I have a shulker box with Scar's name on it? I think he gave it to me at some point when I asked him for something. Or it was one of the gifts he gave or something. Hey, 35th man, welcome. South Carolina Juris Doctorate writes, the pace you use at an 8 cacti farm would suffice for the rest of the season. Probably. Okay, let's go ahead and eat a little bit more. Ooh, away! Away we go. I hope there's not a bunch of creepers up here that just haven't spawned or something. Let's get the shoes out too. This is pretty much my method, is I just dye all the sheep whenever I need something. Grit the Walrus says, Joe, what music do you like? It depends on what I'm working on. I should have mentioned this in the video. I was going to say, we actually took Corrinne to the symphony, the Nashville Symphony, on Sunday night to see Scott Bradley's Postmodern Jukebox, which is, they do like jazz and they do really interesting covers of modern music with like in traditional styles. So that was cool. But like if I'm driving, I prefer something with lyrical complexity, like anything with lyrical complexity, really. But like Hamilton would be a good example, or other musicals. It does look like sheep as ornaments on a Christmas tree. You were right. Yeah, this is Corinne's second visit to the symphony. So she went to the kids' symphony to see the Schoolhouse Rock. And when we were leaving, my wife and I were talking about how we were going to go and see another show, like a week and a half later or 2 weeks later. Maybe it was only 1 week. I guess, yeah, like basically we went to the Saturday morning kids' symphony. And when we were leaving, we started talking about like, oh yeah, we should come back next week and see the Postmodern Jukebox show. And Corrinne was just like, well, can I come to that? And I'm like, ugh, I don't think you would, you were okay at the kids one, but I don't know if I want to take you to the grown-up one. And she's just like, I'll be really good. I was good at this one. And I'm like, well, let me see how much it costs. And I'm like, well, it'll be about as expensive as if we hired a babysitter. Actually, it'll be slightly cheaper than if we hired a babysitter. So then, at the point where taking Corrinne somewhere is cheaper than hiring a babysitter, and it's educational, I'm kind of like, well, we're just going to take her, at that point. So we did, and she was really good. But, let's see. I really liked Lady Gaga's Fame Monster album. For dancing, I really like Sia's song Cheap Thrills. And I found this song, and I thought to myself, like, wow, this is such a good song. I really like this song, Cheap Thrills, by this Sia person. I wonder if Sia has any other music I would like. And then I listened to, like, her entire discography, because I've got one of those music subscriptions where you can just listen, right? And I got to the end, and I was like, I didn't really like any of those songs. She has one song that I really like, And when we have like on rainy days, we'll have like dance party at night before Corrinne goes to sleep, where I just move all the furniture off the floor in the living room to the walls, and I put like music on the TV, and that we do that. The Cheap Thrills by Sia music video is one of the ones that we always do, and it's such a good song, and it's great to dance to, and she gets a lot of energy out, and I have fun, and yeah. So, let's see. Tex says, are you planning a playthrough with the other hermits on Castle Ravenloft? We couldn't get our schedules to line up. It's been very frustrating. But, you know, this map is going to be downloadable, so if something works out later, it's not like the end of the season means we can never do it, you know. So, hey, welcome, Darth Dew. Glad to have you. Luna Lily on Runescape says, I don't need no money, more than diamonds, more than gold, long as I can feel the beat. I can't really sing. I'm famously bad at singing, which is why my brother does the theme song on the YouTube videos. I don't know if you guys know that, but yeah. Those are all him. I think we would rather have the curtains on this side. Whoops. Hey, thank you for the follow, Zombie Knifer. And Renamed210 says, I love you. Oh, thank you. That's very kind. Okay, so here we go. This is, I think, a pretty good setup in here. Alrighty. When is the world download? It comes out at the end of the season. And we don't know when the end of the season is yet because it's going to be after they sort out the new update. Like, the day the new update comes out, it's going to break a bunch of stuff and they're going to have to spend a week fixing it. So, yeah. Roscoe says, spoken word is singing. Well, thank you. Hunter Stream Stuff says, can you Resident Evil Evolution for me, please? I cannot. I don't actually know what that is. ABG says, maybe a Patreon campaign can be streamed. That might be more feasible. To actually play this castle right, though, you really do need, like, 5 to 8 hours set aside. So, yeah, we might do a Patreon game. Because I've had so much fun doing practice streams or practice games with the Patreon people. And I think that they were having fun, although they were mostly trying to help me not freak out about trying to run this castle in Minecraft, because it's actually, there's a lot of logistical things I didn't think about, so, anyway, it actually was more work than I expected to get it running, but, you know what, let's go ahead and, let's come back down here. We're going to start, we need a Patreon fundraiser for babysitting. Well, luckily, the new studio space is a little bit more kid-friendly. So, because like the other one, I was next to a bunch of accountants and lawyers, and so it would be a problem if Corrinne got bored. Here, it would still be a problem for my recording, but like I said, I'm further out of town, land is cheaper, so even though I'm sharing this with other creative people, they're more cool with having a kid around than like a bunch of accountants and lawyers. So, hey, welcome, Bucket. Glad to have you. Okay, so we are going to turn off the face cam and we're going to resume the recording. What's that? Am I experiencing double vision? Did that single armor stand become two? No, fair viewers, no, fair YouTubers, no, fair commenters. I will not relent, because what I have in fact been doing is not seeing two, and I have been through and through this castle trying to convert every single armor stand into a light source. A brilliant concealed torch, if you will. And that is what we have been up to. So I kind of time skipped all over this place, knocking these things down and building them back up. And in the process, I also had time to grab a little bit more of that beautiful, beautiful green cactus dye, which has allowed me to finish out this room. I'm pretty happy with it. Now, obviously, some of these, you know, they can't face each other, but it might be better, I think, to consistently have them facing toward the door here. So, yeah, that kind of feels more like, okay, 8 canopied beds. This back one we can have, you know, both sides, but on the whole, nobody's going to look at this and go, what? What are those? I don't know why I'm using my French voice to make a dumb thing. I shouldn't do that. That's unfair to the French. But anyway, yeah, so that looks pretty solid. And there's always more improvements. Oh, I was supposed to glide there. I did not glide. Note to self, gliders. Other things I was going to improve real quick before we close out this episode. I was going to put the nice oak doors on these. I don't know why those weren't there in the first place. I think that was an oversight. So, little minor fix. Over here you can see this guy's lit up like the sun of a vampire. Bum, bum, bum. No, probably not. But anyway, where were we? We had one more thing we needed to do. What was it? Oh, yeah. We needed to take those fence gates and put them downstairs at the kind of entrance to the torture chamber to make that curtain look a little bit better. I kind of wonder... well, we'll leave that for right now. Am I completely lost? No, I know my way around this castle, just not quickly. It's a bit of a hassle. But if we go down here, this will take us to that room. And we can take the fence gates that we found and fix this. That was actually what, originally inspired people to jump in and tell me, Joe, you could do so much better. So, instead of having those both hanging there, we can just put a fence gate here. Oh, yeah, that's right. We had to put one. Dang it. So you use 3 fence gates for this process. It's effective. Then we put one of those there, and one of those there. Boom. Now we're talking. That works. It looks so much better. Don't have that silly post anymore. We can come through here like so. Oh, wait, you know what? These guys, we know how to deal with these guys. I know it. I know you know it. We're just going to, boom, place that there like so. Uh-oh. I'm actually realizing I'm going to have to break the ceiling now because I didn't plan in very well for this. Oh, no. No, I didn't plan for this at all. Okay, so if we put this block here, boom, there we are. Now, those are some fancy pants, a golden helm, and golden shoes. Get rid of that torch. It's old news. And then we'll do this one. Time skip. I know that's kind of anticlimactic as a rhyme, but I think it works. So I'm not going to do the full time skip treatment for this part, guys, because I'm thinking this is going to be a pretty quick time skip. I just didn't want to... I'm probably going to just time-lapse this real quick. Just do the fast mode. Okay. Boom. And look at these. These are Wonder Twins, just like the ones we had in the other place, but better. So, yeah, that's good. Okay, well, thank you guys so much, commenters, for all your suggestions so far on the castle. We obviously still have more to do. You know what? For example, one thing we have more to do on is let's get the ceiling up here a little bit. Let's just really I'm trying to say goodbye, but I'm just ashamed. I'm embarrassed by how bad this part of the ceiling is. If we're going to have these statues up here, we really have to carve out a little bit of space to represent how this really should go. So let's just, we're down here. Let's enjoy the moment and take advantage of it. Boom. I bet this looks better already. Hey, what do you know? It does. That's great. And you know what? Actually, maybe we'll come in like this. And we'll have this cross in the middle. Right? Boom. That's even better. And we can even have this one kind of cut diagonally. Because why not? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making everything up as I go. That's the Joe Hills difference. If somebody else is making up everything as they go, that's their difference. But this is the Joe Hills difference. Let's, in fact, let's go ahead and carve out, like, a little bit more there, too. Uh-oh. Is that important? Yes. Yes, that is important. Okay, well, we're going to put these blocks here because... No, I needed those. Dang it. Actually, that one's in the wrong place, too. Okay, so, in closing, we're going to put these blocks here, come back down there, and take a look at this. It's a marginal improvement. But once again, improvements made on the margins accumulate and can create a effortless space. No, it's not effortless. Everything is work. even playing. But you know what? It's plain and simple that if we want to get this done, we got to take it seriously. So, anyway. And then this stairwell is still terrible. This is like one of the only parts you guys didn't really comment on. So if you do have suggestions for making this stairwell better, do feel free to throw those in as well. Anyway, let's go revel in one of our successes, not just hang out in this stairwell. What would be my favorite thing we did today? Probably the slumped figure. So let's head on over back that way. Through the walls and down the halls, I hear a bird making chicken calls. Is it a chicken that makes that noise? I don't know, girls and boys. Okay, here we are. Slumped figure. Looking good. Boom. Yeah, that looks like somebody who might have died on this altar and have a valuable weapon that you could use to kill a vampire with. Hint, 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 hint. Okay, perfect. Well, until next time, y'all. This is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Stream, don't go anywhere. That is not the end of the stream. That is the end of the recording. So, let's see. It is 9 o'clock my time, and we have gotten one episode recorded in the last 90 minutes. That is not exactly the acme of efficiency. So, good note. Maybe I should just do a quick episode where we talk about the symphony stuff. And Maymay says you need glowstones for the castle. And Ashley Epple writes, "Hey Joe, welcome. Also, thank you for the follow, Card Volcano. I'm glad that you are enjoying the castle. And Pinlium Brecht, glad to have you as well." Excuse me. Luna Lily on RuneScape said, "Didn't know Joe and I are in the same time zone. I live in Texas, not Tennessee." Oh, excellent. Polar Boss says, "Hey Joe, welcome." ABJ says, "The apogee of efficiency." That's precisely what I was intended to mean. Thank you, ABJ. You get it. I need my hands on the screen. Okay. Joe Hills live and direct. Joe Hills. This is my Texan accent. It's not very good. Not from Texas. Okay. Let's see. We just finished an entire episode, so we're just gonna center ourselves. We're just gonna focus our chi. Okay. My chi is focused. Ready to go. Endercraft YouTube says, "I found you. P.S. I watch on YouTube. I am glad that you do." Maymay says, "The reason I suggest it is because the aesthetics will fit with it." You are probably 100% right, Maymay. Jimbo Slice says, "I love your content." Thank you. And Drake says, "Hair so smooth, dude." Hey, thanks. It's passable. Kuya SGA, glad to have you here on the Mixer Embed chat. And Ashley Apple says, "First time to one of your live streams, good quality." Thank you. I've got all this stuff set up. New computer, new studio. I think I'm ready for prime time, which is actually why I'm streaming at prime time. Okay, so I think we're gonna wait on. We don't want to do anything with the castle right now because we just spent 90 minutes on the castle. Oh, you know what we might want to do is why don't we grab that purple terracotta and do a little bit more work on the death. I can't do it because I don't have my book with me. I can't figure out where I could have sworn I packed that book, but it's not here now, and so that makes me think that I forgot it. But okay. The Andrea cat says heading to Nashville tomorrow. Awesome. Kara says, "I thought you had it there." I brought it home because I know you made me a list. I looked at the list before I left home, and I thought I put it in my bag. I'm just gonna walk around the studio real quick. I'm gonna mute this so I don't bump the mic when I get up. Guys, I don't know. I don't know where it is. Oh, thank you for the follow, oh my Joseph. The list. Where's the list? No, the list is where my Discord made a list of things I'm not supposed to forget when I come to the studio, and I forgot the things on the list. Apparently, or I'm gonna get home and go, no, I must have brought it to the studio because it's not here. Azron Zavron says, are you gonna make a moat under the bridge? No, it's supposed to be just like a huge chasm. So, yeah, let's see. Okay. Should there be any dead trees in any of the courtyards? Actually, not according to the book. Okay, so here we are back in the death house, which I probably would rather have torches on the walls for as well, just to have something, just to have stuff not spawn. Okay, so this room is actually fairly okay. I might put candles on the table, though. Although it's hard because they can't be centered. This is going to be too dark. 8, 9, 9, 8, 7. Okay, 7 is too low. Stuff can spawn at 7. So 13. Cool. Well, that's good. Okay. Let's see. Roscoe says, I thought it was illegal to stream on both services. Only if you sign a contract saying that you won't stream on both services. Why would I sign that contract? That's for people who make, like, a lot of money. So, like, if they, yeah, so let's talk about this real quick. So the way it works is, if somebody wants to partner with a service, that service might ask them to be exclusive. And they would say, we'll give you whatever money for this exclusivity. But that's only really worth it if you are like a huge streamer. For somebody like me, who just has a few friends pop by, and like, you know, some of you guys show up for the streams, but like, I don't have the draw power that like a massive streamer has. So it doesn't make sense for me to sign any sort of exclusivity agreement, because it might be like, if I was a Twitch affiliate or whatever, I might make an extra $10, $20 a month. But if you said, hey Joe, how much would it cost for you to not live stream on YouTube and Mixer? I would say more than $20 a month, because my fans are on all three services and I want to go where they are. And if my fans want to support me, they can do it directly via Patreon or PayPal, and not, like, you know, give half my money to Twitch, you know? And if Twitch says, Joe, we're tired of you streaming on our service and not being a partner and not making us money, I'm like, well, you know, you guys are running ads on this, so you're making a little bit of money, but if it's not enough, then that's fine. I'll just keep streaming on the other services. I don't need to do all of them. So yeah, it's TSD, Team Snow Day. But yeah. So let's see. Okay, so we're going to throw these in the brewing stand. Probably don't need that many. Oh man, we are running super low on the blaze rods for blaze powders for both of these. Yeah. Team Snow Day is the comedy group that I'm a part of that makes Pitfalls and Penguins, and we used to do a lot of webcomic stuff back in the day. I need to grab more fireworks real quick. Where are the... I could have sworn I had like a ton of fireworks in here. Am I just completely wrong? Maybe I've used that many fireworks in the last episode. Dang it. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, no, there they are. Oh yeah, you can't make fireworks using the recipe thing. Okay, so I don't really need all of these. Just enough to hold me over. Okay, what time is it where I live? It is 9:15 p.m. So, Frosty Flattrap says, how would you describe what the TSD webcomics are all about? They're kind of comedy fantasy stuff. So, you know, it's been a few years since I've really had to elevator pitch them, but yeah. Let's go ahead and start this episode. Let's fly in for the episode beginning. Can we get on top of this tree? No. Dang it. Okay. Start recording. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. That wasn't very high energy. That was not high energy at all. We gotta try this again. Okay. Gotta focus. Moon's rising. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. The moon rises once more over Red Sky Bay. And you know what? I see that little building down there, that little house, and I say, you know what? That's a pretty good death house. It's okay. Anyway. Whoa, oh no. That's... Okay, don't slam into it, though. That's not how it's intended to be operated. But anyway, I started working on this model of Chris Perkins' death house from the book Curse of Strahd, and I felt like this is a good way for me to learn how to apply lessons from D&D maps to Minecraft-type spaces, and it was. But, you know, there are certain pieces of this that still aren't finished, you know? Like these brewing stands here, I got some awkward potions that I should probably turn into, like, actual, you know, good potions. Like, take this magma cream and this gas tier, right? Just throw them in, right? There's no reason not to. Oh no, I'm out of blaze powder. Dang it. Okay. Well, I was going to come in here with my purple glazed terracotta and work on the second story bedroom / study in here, because this just never got done. You know, I honestly intended for it to get finished. And one of the things about being busy making stuff on the internet for cool people like you... Oh, dang it. Clearly I also messed up that. Well, we'll fix that ceiling in a bit. But one of the problems with being busy making all this cool stuff is that when you're busy, things fall through the cracks. And some of those things are like entire walls in houses, which need to be finished. So clearly there's a lot to be done there. I think that there's actually supposed to be even more. This room's supposed to go on further back here. And apparently I just kind of dug into the wall and got lazy. So there is further that as an element of this. Wait, so how does this room even go? Because, like, there's the maid's quarters here. I didn't dig into the... Okay, whatever. We need to take more of this purple terracotta and just kind of... bad sentence structure. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes I mute when I have to cough or blow my nose. Can you guys hear the barking dogs? Is that bad? It's so much more cost effective to be out here. I know I keep saying that again and again, but like, it's seriously so much more cost effective to be further away from town. But there's a lot more, you know, chemical plants and barking dogs and things. So anyway, yeah, here we go. And we can just have this kind of come along here. And these are the 2 bookshelves that I moved from there, so we don't want to use those. But I should clearly just set some torches down here at least. Alright. Yeah, so we'll need to come back and... Okay, so I've glazed terracota'd in this part here, but it's pretty obvious I'm going to need to come back with some birch wood and some more bookshelves. And that's fine, because I have more bookshelves in my vampire castle. Oh, you know what, guys? These could be lit up, because you guys gave me the best advice in the last episode. Oh no, I don't have room. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to light up these guys, and then we are going to go and get more blaze powder and more birch wood. There's just so much stuff to do. So, time skip. Okay, so YouTube people will see a time skip here. You stream people, haha, you stream people, because Ustream used to be its own service. You guys don't remember that. It was a long time ago. I'm old. Deal with it. We'll get to not see a time skip. You get to see my face because we're switching back to chat mode while I get all that stuff set up. Okay. Let's see here. Kara says, I didn't hear the dog, but my cat is making noise. Okay, well. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about outside noise and stuff, but there's not really so much I can do. Oh, these look so much better. No, that's wrong. Incorrect. Oh, man. I love these guys. Don't go back to the blaze spawner. Okay. I believe you. I mean, I have enough blaze rods. I just need to go find them. I left them in the castle somewhere. Okay. And... cool. So those are those taken care of. And I don't know that we need a torch here now that we have that. But let's check that real quick. Everything seems to be pretty good. Okay, great. So yeah, for the study, I think we're gonna ultimately need a desk in here. Endercraft YouTube says, so remember the Rubik's Cube you made early in days of Season 5? I do. And I do see your text. Monica Evangelista says, I hate typing in the phone. I'm guessing you said something that got deleted or something? Did I know I could... Kuya says, I didn't know you could drop armor stands on top of torches. I know, I found that out literally today from one of my commenters, and now I'm doing it with all of the armor stands ever, because it is so much better looking. Boom. That is classy. Hey, Icarus Payne, thank you for the follow. So let's see, this room, we don't really need anything for right now. This is supposed to be a bathroom. Monica Evangelista says, no, I just made a lot of typos. Oh, these things happen. Okay. Oh, my Joseph says, this is fantastic. That's fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, I've found that out because I listen to people. But here's what we're going to do. We are going to go get our, what do you call it? Blaze rods. We need blaze powder and we need bookshelves. Bookshelves and blaze powder at this point. Luna Lily on RuneScape writes, most recent survival build was a greenhouse flower garden. I was really proud of it. That sounds awesome. Roscoe says, I made a cookie farm and did a bunch of trading. Fun. Hey, welcome, Agent CB Radio 96. Okay, so we've got... I should probably grab these books just in case I want to make more shelves. We need birchwood. We've got 1 birchwood plank. Really? Really? Is that how it's going to be, birchwood? 2 birchwood planks? Really? 16 bookshelves. That's at least good. Look around your shelves, pretty birches. La 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 la. That is not birch. That is 12. Did I get any wolf heads for the hunting room in the death house? Verpitas, that's an amazing question. No, I need to do that. Agent CB says, I have a question for you as I've never seen any Mixer streams. How does it compare to Twitch and viewer count and other parts? It is fine. I mean, I have more followers on Twitch technically, but most of my Mixer streams get more participation. My YouTube streams have the highest numbers, but if I'm doing anything experimental, I'm more worried about angering the YouTube audience by being like, hey, I'm opening and closing the stream 15 times trying to get this microphone to work. I don't want a bunch of people to unsub from me on YouTube because I'm trying to fix something. So I tend not to do anything on YouTube until I'm sure it works on Mixer first. Also, welcome QWOP Mob. I put birch planks in the chest in the wall under the ladder. Oh, okay, let's do that. Let's go there. Dang it. Kuya says you can't really compare viewer counts because the other 2 sites are older than Mixer. I mean, yeah, you can. What you really have to look at is where do your followers or fans want to watch you? Because for me, it's fun. It's fine if people want to show up and watch me in a different service or whatever. But, you know, it's the people who've supported me the longest that I care the most about. Like, and if some of them are saying, hey, I don't want to give Amazon money because of something Jeff Bezos has done, how can I still watch your videos? I want to give them an option. Or if people say, hey, I don't want to support Microsoft no matter what because I don't agree with something that they're doing, I want to give them an option, you know? So, it's kind of, for me, more about allowing other people to make choices for themselves. Let's see. A lot of messages here. Okay. Cool. Have I ever thought about doing a Q&A video? That's like, my streams are my Q&As. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't really need see a strong need to do custom or separate Q&As, I guess. Okay. Kuya says, I'm talking about on the whole, Twitch has more people than Mixer because it's been around longer. Well, I mean, but the thing is, if you're a new streamer, if you're a new streamer, it doesn't matter where, like, if Twitch has 8,000 people watching a certain game, because they're not watching you anyway. Like, I don't know. So, it's kind of one of those things where, like, if you're only going to have 3 people in your audience, if you're starting out, it doesn't really matter where those 3 people are. And some people might be like, well, Twitch has this great affiliate program. And it's like, ask yourself, if the affiliate program is really so great, why is Joe Hills always telling people don't sign those contracts? And the answer is because it's just financially, it's not worth it. You are better off just directly soliciting money from your fans with Patreon or PayPal or other things. Like, I mean, yeah, if you're on your way to being the next Twitch partner with $1 bajillion or whatever, that's great. But if you just, you know, if you're starting out and you're just trying to do something cool and make something fun, like, don't sign an exclusivity contract. Like, wait until you can actually negotiate on your own merit. Don't just be like, you don't want to get to the point where they're like, hey, you've done enough, you've done the bare minimum for us to think that you could make us some money. Here's the contract we give people who do the bare minimum. No, just do your own stuff. And keep doing your own stuff until you can get your own contract. Sorry, I feel very passionately about, I feel like the affiliate program Twitch has is really designed to funnel people into a dependence on one source of income for their creative stuff, and it's not healthy. People who are making new media work need to diversify their sources of income as much as possible. And, sorry, I'm going on. Let's see what the YouTube fans are saying. They're probably like, I don't care about either of these things. This is fine. Which do you prefer more, standalone mic or headset mic? I really need to get a headset mic for doing the D&D stuff, because I found that the boom mic, I just constantly hit with the Dungeons & Dragons books. So that's more of a financial thing. I'm going to wait a little bit. But let's see. Maymay says, Joe, word of advice, do your own things, don't let other people walk over you. I think you're paraphrasing me, so that might be okay. So that's fine. Or are you telling me that? Because I don't know. I was already doing that. SCJD says, I think Mixer's more responsive, but I watch on both. Yeah, I mean, I like both things have things going for it. It's just ooh. Let's see. Do we actually have sugarcane in here to make speed potions? We have one more guest here. That's good. And no sugarcane, of course. That would have been, you know, convenient. Yeah, I've never played Fallout BBs. Okay. Hello, Oregon Stagra. Mr. Dislike says you should make a video with Mumbo. Good idea. It's hard to schedule because he's in Britain and I'm in Central Time, American, and so yeah, that doesn't happen very easily. Thomas Ward says, I too am balanced in work life, family life, and hobbies. Love your work, Joe, from Louisiana. Well, thank you. Okay, so I was hoping to kick off resuming this with getting two separate things brewing, but we don't have a second ingredient. So we're going to go over here to our sugarcane farm, which I think is mob free. I don't think mobs spawn here. Did I get it all? I think so. So, Kuya says, some of Mixer's better qualities are FTL, which allows a sub-second delay. And I really like the FTL when it works, but I've run into enough problems with it on my specific setup, which is not necessarily what they're advising people use. I get that, but like, FTL works for me inconsistently, and so it's kind of one of those things where I need something that's reliable more than I need something that's perfect, because FTL is perfect in every way but reliability, but I can't have my recordings messed up. And so anyway, welcome Burn Your Bridges. 3 Steps to Awesomeness says, I love your stream. I love this stream. Thank you. Do a collab with Cub Fan. I would assume, being a fan of the Chicago Cubs, that he lives in the Midwest. He does. That's true. Okay, so Kuya says the mixer also has interactive, so you can set up buttons that directly affect the stream and the game. That's also true. That is actually really cool. But the thing is, like, for my stream, I don't want to have a soundboard because it would mess up the YouTube video. And so, like, for some of the Dungeons and Dragons stuff I've thought about doing, it would be cool to have the buttons and the stuff like that. But I just don't have the time because I've been moving the studio and starting my new job to take advantage of that. Cub used to pop in on my lunchtime streams semi-regularly. That's correct. Apparently I had a lot of nether brick and stone down in here. Ooh, Enderman head. Okay, that's pretty cool. And we got a cow head here. Do I have other random animal heads? Okay. Kuya says I might be able to set up the entire board for you if you'd like. I mean, I would want to do it myself. I mean, I am a programmer professionally. I can do computer stuff. It's just, it's not that I don't have time to set up the board. It's that I don't have time to schedule a recurring D&D show with people who play every week, and stuff like that. That's more what I'm saying. Is Aragante Dragra says, Joe, do you ever return the boat in Rendog's ice tunnel? It would be bad if he didn't have a backup, since trees don't grow on the plastic on Rendskull Island. I'm anxious about it. Is that really a concern? I would assume he has extra boats there. Verpitas says, you added the bones to the crypt in Ravenloft. Did you do the same to the kids' room in the attic? Not really. I do need to add slumped figures for that. That's actually a good idea. 3 Steps to Awesomeness says, what time do you usually stream? This is the first YouTube stream I've done in a while. And it's going to be at around 7 p.m. or 9 p.m. Central Time. The problem is my wife's in grad school. Well, or the good thing is my wife's in grad school. The bad thing is that makes her schedule really crazy and changes a lot. And my stuff is not as high priority as her stuff because she's a computational biophysicist who's literally working on, like, vaccines. And my stuff is fun and people like it. But if I need to move it back an hour because she's working on something at work and she's got good flow, she should be able to work an extra hour late, you know? Like, that's just better for everybody. So, yeah. So I can't give you a set time because my stream is when my wife can't be productive anymore and she comes home and then can watch our daughter and then I can come here to the studio. Is the fan server grief-free? My fan server is grief-free. But it's, I mean, you have to pay a monthly fee to get in, which kind of keeps people honest because nobody wants to, like, pay money and then get kicked off in 10 seconds. So, yeah. Okay. So we're going to turn the face cam off and we're going to resume the stream. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. Cauldron burns and whatever this thing is blubbles. I don't know. Let's throw a gas tear in there and see if it cries. It'll blubble away. And this will sugar up something. I don't know. Sugar, syrup. We'll concatenate it with some things. We'll concentrate it with some things. If you're not part of the problem, you're part of the precipitate? No. There's no way that's accurate. I don't know. It's part of the solution. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to let these brewing stands do their thing. We're going to toss some redstone in there to get increased potions of regeneration and swiftness. We've got some fire resistance and regeneration already. Yeah, let's just store these for later. These could be decorative or they could save our lives. So, you know, hopefully we'll remember to bring those when we actually need them. In the short term, though, I was able to grab more birchwood planks, everyone's favorite wood planks. You know what? I should get some more of the dark oak, though, too, because that would be really good for the ceiling. And, you know, it's not like I had, like, an indefinite period of time I could have spent grabbing all this stuff before I started recording. Didn't get any dark oak. Okay, we're just going to hope nothing in this house needs dark oak, like the ceiling of the room that we were just working on, like right here. Clearly, I'm going to need to get some dark oak slabs. Wow, that whole thing doesn't really meet the ceiling properly. did I just not notice that, or did I not care? It's been months since I worked on that. But yeah, we're going to have to get some dark oak slabs to fix that up. But in the meantime, come through here. Boom. Look at that. This is a perfect little study. So we will add some additional shelves kind of along some of these walls here, or maybe even dig them into the walls. I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll worry about it later. Core concept. This is more functional than it was. And there are a lot of pieces of this that need to be more functional. Kind of thinking we come in here with some end rods, get some castles, not castles, candles. I'm so busy thinking about castle building. Like, if we had some little tables that we could put candles on here, that would look good. Just trying to think through this, like, detail by detail. How could we improve this? What's this? A glowing armor stand? Goodness gracious alive, that's already perfect in every way. And this storage room is actually pretty alright, too. Let's see, this room, we're probably alright. I gotta come through here with the actual book and really think through how we want to handle each of these things. Like, this area should not be lit up like the sun. Oh, and you know why it's lit up like the sun? There's a hole in the ceiling, and the sun is shining through, and the bones I need to seal up this ceiling are absent. So, yeah, let's go get those bones. No bones about it. That's our next step, next course of action. Next action to take. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the, I don't know, steal in a bunch of bone blocks. Yeah, let's do that now. Time skip. Up in the sky we will fly so high and back down. Oh, that almost killed me. Okay. Stop recording. Face cam on. Alrighty. Okay. Let's see. What are you guys talking about over here in the chat while I was busy focusing? Let's see. Joe, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. What's Cleo up to? I got no idea. Luna Lily says, I didn't do a sciencey degree and now I regret it. I regret it too. I have a history degree. And the only thing it makes me good at is making YouTube videos. So, and doing extensive research at my day job on how complex systems were designed. But, whatever. Once Ravenloft Castle and Death House are set up, what are you going to do for a base? Oh, I didn't realize how late it was getting. Dang it. Okay, I actually probably do need to go soon. So, let's see. Sorry, just sending a message back to my wife real quick. Okay. Thank you, a computer, for being a way to send messages. Okay, let's minimize this so I can read all the chat messages too. Okay, I should do a video with Facecam. It's too distracting for YouTube. It doesn't work as well, I don't think. Like, I like having it as a way to indicate when I'm engaging with you versus when I'm doing the YouTube thing. So I think it's kind of more valuable having that differentiation. While I'm here, though, was there any dark oak lying around? Dark oak slab, spruce wood. Ah, here we go, dark oak wood. Boom. That's helpful. Llama Land is a good tourist trap to check out. Love the drama llama. Welcome, Jessica in a Dream. Glad to have you today. Tobias says, I hope you visit, you hope I buy a llama. I don't know what I would do with a llama in real life or in the game. I don't have any use for one. Okay. So, yeah. At this point, I've recorded an entire YouTube video and like a third to a half. So, what I probably should do at this point is I gotta transfer the footage from the desktop to my laptop for editing. So I can edit the footage from the first video tonight or tomorrow night, and then I can take what I did first half here, do some stuff off camera, come back, and in the next time I come back by here, I can finish all this that I've started on. So we can make some real progress on this off camera and on. You know, because it's always nice to be able to show, like, look, we had this when we started, and we have this now that we're done. So, okay. And I'll patch that hole in the roof eventually. I don't need to now. I don't even know why I had all those torches there. I feel like there was some sort of reason involved in, like, whatever we were doing when we played last, but I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah, we do have bones in here. They're just cloth. Okay, everything in here is spawner friendly. Okay, well, yeah, I think I'm going to wrap up the stream. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Should probably actually go somewhere more picturesque for the end of the stream. Can I see the Red Sky Bay sign out here at least? No, I can't. Boo. Go downstairs. There we are. So yeah, thank you guys so much for checking out the stream. As always, you can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/JoeHills. You can send me money via PayPal as a gift to joe@teamsnowday.com. You know, I actually didn't check my notifications this whole time, but I don't think actually anybody gave any money. So I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying, if you did give money, I'm sorry that I didn't notice. But thank you again, as always, to our Patreon sponsors for their continuous support, because you guys make sure that I can do this. It is always so much easier to have a hobby that takes you all over the place and whatnot if you have a way to offset the costs. So hopefully I'll see some of you guys out in conventions this year. And anyway, until next time stream, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. The sky, I didn't want to look at the sky, I wanted to look at the castle.